Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? And peace and love to everyone. Hope everybody's doing good. Big guy was here earlier. I think Nikki was in, right? And I don't know why it disappears, but anyway, thanks for coming in. Big guy was second. Hey, Joe, thanks for the super chat. My wife will be very, very happy. Hey, Tommy, how you doing? Gorgeous Thailand, how are you? Glad you could make it. Uh, hey, Douglas, how are you? I'm leaning forward and I'm not and going past my speaker. There's my mic special. How you doing, Chris? I didn't put the link up. Oh well, we'll worry about that. If somebody wants to come on, then let me know. Hey, Scott, what's up? I will. Maybe I'll just put up the link later or something. I forgot all about it this morning. So anyway, I said hi to everybody. I think I'll catch everybody else on their way in. Um, the one thing that I wanted to find out about, and I really didn't put enough time this morning, was what was happening. I know they've been banging back and forth on that ganja marijuana bill, and I don't know what happened. I'm waiting for James. James is always on top of all that, but I think they're gonna. Well, they've already banned it in the little, what do you call it, the cigarette machine things, what do they call them? Anyway, they banned those because I know that Mike's had said something about it a while back, that any kid could just go up there and pull it. But supposedly they're supposed to be banned from those completely. No smoking in public. And as far as I know, it's still medical. So I don't know. I think it's going to be a bummer for a lot of people that jumped the gun. And because I know they were advertising for people to invest in people who had already bought buildings or rented buildings in Bangkok and around Thailand to grow in. And that's what I think you would have to do here. I just can't see it. I mean, they must grow it outside somewhere, but I just can't see how it's possible to do it without something molding. I think they're growing it inside, at least the people that are doing it big time. But anyway, I feel bad for the people that are investing because I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think they're going to shoot it down. But we'll see what happens. I know they're banging it back and forth in their parliament, I guess it is. I don't know. I'm horrible with any government, even my own. You just cut yours and it's hanging and drying. Yeah, I noticed that the wife's plants out front are budding up. Well, I said that a while ago. It's real slow. But yeah, so they're going to have a clue what they're going to do with it. But I'm sure they'll do something. Somebody in the family, I'm sure, will want it. They're just doing it because somebody gave them the plants. But hi, everyone eating lunch. Not enough hands. How you doing, Chris? But yeah, so I really don't. I don't. It's kind of interesting. I don't think it would have been such a bad deal to legalize it for Thailand. I just can't see it. I don't know. I never really could see there being any problem with it in the States for years and years, except for the pharmaceuticals, companies. But I mean, you'd have to be, as far as I was concerned, all the states that were slow coming around and stuff in the U.S. were just a bunch of idiots. How you could not just automatically legalize it as medical thoroughly amazed me, and it had to be pharmaceutical companies because it just doesn't make any sense. Well, we can give you synthetic morphine, and you can just load yourself up on this. Oh, I feel more comfortable eating this plant. No, that's illegal. Just what a bunch of crap. So I never quite understood. The medical thing should have been a no-brainer. I believe that the medical here is wide open. You just can't smoke it in shops. So if you're buying it from a dispensary or whatever, I believe the dispensaries still have to be medical, and I believe have a physician, a doctor, or whatever on the premises. And I don't know all of it. I'm just what I think's going on. I don't have a clue. I have a clue. I know that they haven't finalized anything as of yesterday, but As far as I know, you can't smoke it in public. You can't smoke it inside places and stuff like that. So all the stuff that everybody was doing, and I believe that the sale of bud um, is not. They're not going to be able to do that. Although when I say that, I looked on Facebook this morning, and there's an advertisement for. It looked like 3,000 baht a pound or something of bud that they say is 22% THC. So I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting to find out where they go with that. And Joe, I couldn't. Uh, Sometimes I can see you, and sometimes I can't. The last time, where were we? Just recently, yesterday, and you asked, "Can you see me?" I couldn't see you. I couldn't see you either. So I don't know what the hell's happening. I still haven't written to YouTube. I got to write to YouTube and find out what their what their problem is, or what the problem is. In case anybody's wondering, Joe can't see me. Like if I'm in Mike's, live my ass off, and he's doing a live stream, and we're both on there until somebody says, "Hey, Dave, gotta love Thailand. How are you?" Joe doesn't know I'm there, and vice versa. And we don't know why. I don't have him blocked. He doesn't have me blocked. We went through all the stuff in YouTube studio, and I don't know. It's a YouTube thing, I think. Either that, or they just don't want me and Joe to hang out. But anyway, on the house, the pool is about, I want to say 70% tiled, and hopefully I'll get a video out maybe tomorrow, a short one on that, and what the plans are to finish the pond, both front and back. I had to empty the front one; it was leaking, so they're going to have to. It had built up a little bit of algae, so now they're going to have to scrub everything down and recoat it. And I haven't seen any problems with the back pond, and I'd had a little trickle out deal, so I shut off or I kept the trickle in and shut off anyway. I let it trickle in, and it went up and overflowed. So I know if it is leaking, it's minute. So no real way for me to tell unless I see a significant drop in it. Not too much. Hey, why are you tripping? How you doing? I seen you just posted something. I gotta go back and watch. If you guys aren't subscribed, you should be. Great channel. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. You're visiting. Okay, cool. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen. We did. Me and Tim finally got together yesterday and got our airline and hotel stuff for fishing in Phuket. So that'll be interesting. I'll probably actually vlog that. In fact, I know I will. It'll be a decent one. I'll actually spend my time and actually keep that thing glued to my hand like Chuck does. I still just not the best vlogger. Maybe one day, I don't know. I do enjoy it. I mean, I'd like to do it, but sometimes I just don't. Like I did that one video going to get the tile. That tile place was the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen. The size, the sheer mass of it. The whole underneath it was parking, and it must have been the size of 5 football fields, and then 3 levels or 4 levels above it was all tile, marble, mosaic section. I mean, it was unbelievable, and I didn't even, I amazed myself. But maybe I'll get better at it. I hope. Like I said, I just never. There's too many good people doing the travel thing and that kind of stuff. But this would have been interesting to pretty much anybody, and that's where I've got to find the thing. You know, if I go someplace and I the hotel's decent or whatever, I'll try to throw that in there just in case somebody hasn't. But like I said, man, there's so many good people out there. All you got to do is go to their channel and punch in a name or something, and you know, the 4 or 5 or 6 guys that I'm talking about now, they've been there, you know, so it makes it kind of nice. And I do it, you know, stuff that maybe Chuck went to 4 years ago, you know, it pops up. So there's a lot of good ones, and I don't think, and I enjoy the live streams. Is the channel ever going to go past probably 2,000 subscribers? Probably not, but that's okay. For live streaming, basically, mostly what we do, that's actually probably pretty good. Most of the guys have been around for maybe 3-4 years doing it, are barely at 2,000. So I just want to like the subscribers because I'd like to meet people. That's the main thing. But yeah, so maybe I'll get better at the vlogging. I'd like to do some moto stuff. I want to do the camping thing. I still got that on the agenda. This pool and backyard and everything, I'm so into it now and wanting to get it done. It's ruined a couple of plans that I had. One to meet up with Louis Cabo, which I still will. I hope he's going to be here. I think most of the month. Maybe Tommy J can find out for me. And some stuff that I had at home, and I had to kind of leave it open just in case I've got to go emergency back home. I want to get this done. I don't know. It's been a nightmare, but it'll be nice when it's finished. So I'll have to accept, there's always a trade-off of something, but I was really looking forward to doing that, but yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe it's still come by. I don't know. Okay, what is Douglas asking? Dave, when you were building the pool walls, after you poured the concrete wall, did you remove the block wall? No, it was blocks on each side and steel and concrete in the center, and that stayed solid. It's about, I got to measure it too because I got the coping stones are 12, but I think they're 10 inches, 10, 11 inches thick, I think. Hey, Jake, just got notified. Yeah, good. I'm glad you can make it. Had a lot of fun, and it was a good time meeting Jake and his 95, or what percentage are we? Your wife of that? It's 95%, I think. 95% better have about. That's about what I am. So I'll put Jake in that same category. Hope she's feeling better, by the way, because it's been a while. I hope she is. And Jake saying hi to everybody. But so hopefully I'll get that done because I got to find out today. There, because it's going to creep up real quick. We still haven't gotten the tickets for my wife and my youngest to fly to Malaysia. The oldest, who's going to do the Thai dance, is going with the school, a couple other people from the school and the teacher. So I'm going to try to find out today and help my wife out because she's been having to do a bunch of crap with the order and stuff and the pool, and she's doing too much actually. So I told her to give him my line, and I'll try getting together with him and getting the airline stuff and all that information down so that we can get her on there and get them going, because that'll be a good. She could use a 3-day, 4-day trip. It would be good. She's a little overtaxed right now. Hey, Mike's, how you doing? Glad you could make it. You coming to Thailand soon? Hopefully. Hey, Scott, let's see. Somebody, who did I miss? Hey, John, how are you? Glad you could make it. Hopefully, Mike's will. I think he's been talking about it. I think last time that we had kind of similarly wrapped either here or somewhere that you had pretty much got the go-ahead from most of the family, I think. So at least to come and try, which is what I would do too. Come for a month, 2 months, 3 months, as long as you can, actually. But I don't know. It's looking good. I'm going to say that I'll do the video on the stuff, and by the end of the day, I want to say they'll have 85% of the tile done. I'll probably just need to do the steps. I'm hoping that it's going to be done by Saturday, and then I'll probably. They say 3 to 7 days after you caulk it before you should put water in it. So knowing me, I'll probably wait 3 days because that's shortest because I'm anxious. I'm gonna try to stretch it out a little bit and not be so anxious. But I've always been that way. Instant gratification as soon as I can. That's why I always use sod. I never planted grass. It was always one day's there, and next day you got a beautiful yard full of grass. It was awesome. But it looks good. Um, uh, and like I said, she went last night to get more of the stuff they lay the tile with, and they still need a little bit more. I might have to go after I get done with the live stream. But the same place that she went to get it, the top ones. I don't know if you've seen it. There's uh, two rows of the 4 inch. It's almost like an aqua color blue tile. They only had half of it when she was there a week ago. They had to go to Bury Ram and someplace else. And when she was there last night, the guy said it was supposed to come in today. So we'll get that. So today's Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday. I'm hoping because I want them to get that grout in there so I can start counting the days. And I've still got to do the plumbing. I believe that the little Intertex deal, and I'll do a video putting that in. I'll actually vlog that. It's a kind of cool little thing. It's a 16-inch sand filter, which I think is all that. It's more than what they say is needed for like a 24-inch round or 24-foot pool or something. You know, their Intertex deal. 5 times the gallons that I have in this, or 3 times anyway. Anyway, it's a contained little unit. I thought it was pretty cool, and it already has the timer and everything in it, so I can just set it and be done with it. And then I bought a chlorine injector inline, 1.5 inches comes in, and you just put the round chlorine deals in it, dial it, find what works for you, and off. Because I'd rather that than have that one floating around in the pool, trying to keep stuff out of the way. But I don't know. The pool looks nice, and we did pick the capstones or the coping, so I'll probably order that today and get that so they can do that after they caulk it and do it on the top of the pond. They're same material, different colors. One's gray that's going to go on the pool, and one's a tannish brown color that's going to go on the pond. And then the stuff that's going around it is a gray colored. I'll have to show you. I'll get a couple of pictures of it. It should look fine. Let's see if I missed anything here. Is the pool done yet, John? Yeah, while I was rambling, right, John? No, but I'm hoping soon. I'm guessing that if everything goes the way that I'm doing, right when my wife would be leaving for Malaysia, which is the 9th, 9 days from now, I'm going to say I'm hoping it's going to have water in it. We'll see how that goes. I think it's going to be pretty close because everything they should have done by Monday or Tuesday. That would be what? 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Yeah, I think so. Sometime next week. And I do hear them here. Well, that's a good sign. And that the glue that they put it down is going to cost as much as the tile. What I found him doing was when he made smooth the sides, he didn't take enough time to make sure that they were perfectly flat. So when you put the tile down, they got those little grooved trowels, and you're just supposed to scrape it across there, and it puts the little lines on there. He's like gooping some of it on because the wall is, and which is okay. I'd rather have that than have the thing crack or break or something. So he's using probably 2-3 times as much. But the stuff's like 250 baht for a little bag, so it's kind of pricey. She did find it on sale once. She should have bought it all then, but he's ordered it because he hasn't known my beard's screwing. He doesn't know how much he's going to use because it depends on the wall. And I told him on the floor, if the thing is a little tiny, you're never ever going to see it. And as long as the tile, those mosaics, they can bend quite a bit. So, and the way that I looked at it was almost like floated the final deal to the drain on the bottom. So I'm going to imagine it's pretty good. So we'll see. And then hopefully I recalculate. Yesterday I had an epiphany and I went, holy shit, did I not order, go pick up enough tile? And I redid the calculations on it now that I could see exactly what was going on the sides, and the steps are hard to judge for me. Easier if it was just a square pool. And I come up with 288. We got 308. So I'm hoping that I have enough of that tile. We'll see. Let's see. What did I miss anything, guys, or are you guys just kind of rapping as I'm rambling? Hey, Ron John, how you doing? Glad you did make it. But I don't know, and then the building and stuff. I'm hoping. Well, right now, the way it looks, it's going to be the end of January, maybe, to get the building here, and that should be after the middle of this month. I'm going to say by the 15th or so, the backyard should be pretty much done, except for what my wife's going to do with plants and a little bit of flat work, concrete work, and the building. So that should be semi exciting anyway for me. Just to get it done. I want it to be done. Plus, I'd like to go in the pool. I almost went in the pond yesterday. It looks it's crystal clear, and the fish. Now my wife goes over there and she can splash the water and throw it all over the place, and they just come right to her. They think they're going to get fed, and she puts her feet in there. They come up and nibble at her feet, take the food out of her hands, and which is kind of cool. She's enjoying it. Hey, Randy. Glad you can make it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I was sitting right there, and it was starting to get a little warm. It was probably maybe 30 degrees Celsius, something like that. And I said, man, boy, it would be nice to just. And as long as you're not like sunblock and a bunch of crap on you, it isn't going to hurt anything. And as long as the fish don't get stressed and flip out. Like they probably get flip out if I went in. If my wife went in, they'd probably be absolutely fine with it. But me, they probably go, what the hell's going on with this big white guy? Now I can have some water. She was supposed to bring me a, did she already leave? Yeah, probably. She was supposed to bring me a soda water, but I still have some. So that's it. We'll see how they come up with finishing. I'm going to say they're going to be 85% probably with the tile on the pool today. There's a couple of questions I have on them. One of the guys put a tile around one of the jets and around the tube, which is 1.5 inches. And I was hoping they were going to get here before my wife went to work, and ask them, how are you going to put there's a cover that goes on there with a little ball so you can move the stream of bubbling water. How are you going to, and it's got a flange on it because they put the tile right up on the 1.5 inches. So because that's going to be a pain in the ass trying to chip that away now, that glass. But anyway, we'll see what happens. That's the problem with not speaking Thai. I have caught probably 30, 40 things, like I said. It worked out good because, everybody forgets a little something. But in the concrete phase and all this kind of stuff, we're talking jackhammer crap if something ain't right, But I try not to jump on them, Dave. When everyone is in the pool with you, put 2 baby. I could do that. I'll do that for you, Joe. The kids should be here. I think that the kids are going to be here on the 1st of January, New Year's. I'll be back on the 29th, I think, the 29th. And I think they're having a New Year's party for my wife's work. And then I think they're going to be here. The kids are going to be here for three days or whatever. So we're going to have like a big barbecue one of the days, a New Year's type something or other. And I probably will do a vlog on that, or a video, or maybe I'll do a live stream. if it's not actually on New Year's Day or something. I don't think it will be. Uh, yeah, it's this glass stuff is real kind of weird to work with. I mean, not weird. It's just hard. They're cutting it with ceramics. I made sure that they have goggles and they've got masks and stuff because that glass dust isn't exactly the best thing for your lungs. So I'm I'm real cautious of that because they don't give a shit. they they don't care. You've seen them working on wood scaffolding and hanging off of buildings and working in thongs and I mean, or barefoot. So they don't really think about it too much. But I told them about this, and it's really dangerous. That dust is not good, and they've taken that. They've taken that. You know. All right, big guy. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it, man. Um, so I'll talk to him about that. And then they still have the smooth coat actually each side of the steps leading in the center. And then that's where I'm going to be. I don't know if I calculated enough tile to do those sides, but I think I have enough. If not, we'll do like the sides that way, and then maybe the each step maybe I'll do with the 4-inch turquoise tiles, the steps going down in, if I have to. I'm not going to try to go back to Bangkok or have something sent here. It's just not worth it. And it'll look good. The pool looks awesome. I really like this tile. The tile's pretty good. Wow. See that lights? This light's going. I got to order one, a bigger one that I'm going to have for when the building gets here. So I should order it now because this one's about ready to go. But I mean, for a tripod and deal with the light and everything, and I think it was 400 baht, and it's lasted a year almost. I think I've had it. So, yeah, I didn't. Jake, you probably answered me, but your wife's feeling. You're feeling better. Save your rib. You bet. I'll have something. When everybody comes next time, if everybody wants to come this way for, a couple of days, see Isan or something, we'll have a barbecue here. The building will be in. We'll have. I'll invite everybody. Whoever wants to come can come. But like I said, I want to start doing the Saturday deals, and I've talked to my wife about that. Once we get the building in, just like 8, 10 family members, friends, or they're all brothers and sisters and whatever. So come over once a week on a Saturday would be probably a good deal. I think it'd be fun. Oh, okay, there it is. Doing better, not well yet, but still on the mend. Okay, well, tell her I hope she feels better. Enjoying ourselves back at home. Yeah, I think Jake, you're probably already jonesing to get back, right? I mean, Jake, I think was enjoying himself. So was his wife. I mean, everybody was having a good time when they're here. It's a bummer when you have to. You've got other obligations, regardless what they are: a mother, a father, a grandchild, a daughter, whatever, a son. So you have to deal with it. Hey, Jim, what's up? I was just telling him earlier that we had finally kind of got our stuff handled for our trip, so that's cool. So that'll be fun too. And I think, when did I say I was coming? I was going to come. Yeah, I'll talk to you about that later. But I'm definitely going to come and go a little bit earlier and swim in Tim's pool. We won't get that on film or on video. I don't want to scare the crap out of anybody. The pool looked nice. My wife was asking me too, Tim, how big is it? I guessed and said like 4.5, 5 meters by like 8 meters. Is that close? I don't know. It's pretty good size. I know Tim, when we talked about it, said that it's almost done. They finally got it in the ground, but now they need the concrete work. I guess one of the concrete trucks came and sunk down into its axles. And the guy said, "We're not coming back till the rain's gone and we can drive in." 22nd, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say 22nd, 23rd. 22nd is my birthday. I might come the 23rd. I have to see what's up. Here it is. 4 meter by, oh, it's close. I thought it was maybe wider than 4. But that's perfect size. I wish I had that would have taken up my whole backyard. But, I don't know. This way I got the pond. I've got a place that I can float in. And like I said, I got lucky. However, I built this house on this property and she picked this one and we built it that way. The pool never gets in complete sunlight. It gets like a quarter of the end in the morning for a couple hours, and the pond is just the opposite. It gets it in the evening. The rest of the time they're pretty much covered, or in shade. So the only thing that I got to worry about is herons and birds. Once they see the water and stuff like that, and find out that there's fish in there, they'll start wanting to frequent the establishment here and check it out, try to kill the birds. Oh, we're starting. Can you guys hear that? Yeah, not yet. Not yet. I'm sure it will soon. I think he's still, I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a few days, so I can't really say. But hey, what's up? How you doing? You guys again? Wholesome hunting, fishing, family. Good guy. Subscribe, and of course to Nanette. Morning to you. But yeah, so I don't know. I think he's still just kind of laying low, and I don't blame him either. You can get, well, that's a high pitched sound. You guys hear that? I know you got to. This microphone picks up everything. Joe's praying for Jake's wife. We all are. She's in all our prayers. And I haven't. I hope she's okay. You guys, Loretta, misdemeanor. I'm hoping that. I'm imagining that she's not around because she probably had maybe her operation and stuff. So, hey, Richard, how you doing? I'm a bit ill this week. That's still good. Are you still going to have do a deal on Saturday? I'm sure he will. Rain or sleet or anything can stop Richard from putting on his show. And of course, if you guys, I know Richard's creeping up there too. He popped 10,000, which is awesome. And if you guys haven't watched the his live streams, you're missing out on good stuff. Richard, besides the fact, is just a top notch guy, one of my favorites, and he always has on good people. We got on James and Chuck and Joe. I think he was going to want to try to have Joe and Chuck on again. I think the problem, Richard was saying that it's 11 o'clock here when he does the 11 p.m. and we're all old men. I think even Chuck and Joe they go to bed because I know Chuck gets up like me. He'll get up at 4:35, 5:30 in the morning. So, but if you haven't watched it, you should watch it. A lot of good Chev and Dev and a bunch of people, even some people that I didn't watch before that I watch now, and he's good at it. He's been doing it a while, and he puts a lot of crap into a lot of time and stuff into his shows, big time. Not like me. I don't know what I'm going to say until I say, "Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening." Then I try to think, what the hell am I going to say? Oh yeah, that's right, Baldy. That's right, Baldy's on this week. Who's going to do the vlogger review? Baldy's a character, man. I can't wait to see how that's going to go. That's going to be quite interesting. He's a good guy. I like Baldy. He's got a good sense of humor. He's a fun-loving, another family guy, kids, wife. They go there. He does live streams with one or two people watching and just has a ball doing it and puts them out there, and brought us along to Ko Chang when he went there for, I think, 6-7 days maybe. But he's a good guy. So if you get a chance, definitely try to watch the show this week. But as far as this here, like I said, hopefully the pool will be done, and I'll do a video. I'll put it out I'll try to put it out today. It'll be a short one, 3 days or something like that. So it'll show it basically like you guys saw it here. I can show you that again. Where are you? Here it is. While I'm talking, I might as well show something else. But pretty much that back wall is done now, and the wall that you can't see is done now. But the floor or the bottom of the pool and the steps aren't done yet. They're working on that now. But it should be. I don't know. It's not huge. It's 3 meters by 3 meters by 4 meters. So it's big enough for me to get my fat rear end in there and float around and not have to worry about the sun beating on me. I am going to order a couple of little floating chairs so I can really get bad, and maybe I'll have an alcoholic beverage or two on occasion in there, which I don't mind. I like, sometimes it scares me when a couple of times that I've had beer and it's tasted really good. So I'm going, okay, you got to stop. I could drink two beers maybe. But I haven't had anything alcoholic. I want to think. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while. I want to say the last time was when we went on the motorcycle ride, but I think I've done it since then. Chuck bought me I think he bought me a drink and a shot, and I think he paid for my dinner that night. Good people, my fake friends. They're some of the best that are around. But Chuck and Joe and all of them. I'm hoping that I'll do it again. I don't think Chuck will. He didn't feel comfortable on two wheels, and no one should go out riding if they don't feel comfortable. But hopefully some other people get together. I know that T and is trying to put on some kind of a ride. I think in February, if you guys are interested, when T pops on, or if somebody's got a link or something, go ahead and by all means put it up. Question: what is the blue coating? If no one asked, blue coating. What blue coating? Is there blue coating in the video, Ron? If it is, I'll go back and look at it. No glass allowed in the pool. Yeah, exactly. I didn't. I don't know what blue you're talking about, unless you're talking about the tile. The blue coating. I don't know. You lost me, Ron. If you can, tell me exactly what you think. Yeah, there's Gator put up his channel. In the pool, is that not blue? Let me look at it again. It's a short video, so I can stop it. No blue coating on the bottom. Is that what concrete was newer when they floated the bottom? And I think maybe that's what you're talking about. That's the blue PVC that's sticking out is the jets. They're white on the ends, but no blue coating that I can see, unless my eyes are screwed up, which could be very possible. Oh, it's a tile. Okay. I've been looking at a scooter to get around. The 330cc looks about right for Thailand. Yeah, my 350 is. I have a Forza. They also make a little bit more of a off-road style, and my mind's gone. It's ADV, I think. They make that in both, and they make the Forza in both 350 and 750 now. They've always made the ADV in 750, but I have absolutely no reason whatsoever to go up in any CCs. The 350 is more than enough for me to cruise along. When I came back from Pachuap on that 11 and a half hours, I was in the 130s, 130 kilometers, 135, 125, cruising back, but cruising at around 100, 110, piece of cake, and still have plenty of throttle to get out of any kind of situation that I could see myself getting into. And I've been in a lot of them, so I know what throttle I need, and there's plenty there. So I don't see any reason. Better gas mileage, the twist and go, because I'm just old and I've done my jockey shift, rigid framed Harley stuff I'd love to build one. I'd love to build a panhead or a knucklehead or something, but there's so much money now. I just couldn't afford to do it anymore. We don't swim in your toilets. I don't feel our pool. You have to get some signs made, right? But yeah, John, I think you would like that Forza. It's it's awesome, awesome scooter, motorcycle, two wheels. It's all I care. Face. And it's got that windshield that comes up, so it'll take the air off of you. You can ride a lot longer without a bunch of wind on your chest. Um, it's I like mine a lot. In case you can't tell. Hey James, how you doing? Hi to you. Um, let's see. I get around on a 115, and I think that's what my is that what the Scoopies are? Because that's my around town. I still got the same 45 liter box. That shad box that I have on the fours is the same one that I have on my Scoopy. I think the Scoopy's a 115. I think it is. And it's not water cooled either, the Scoopy. But I haven't had any problem. I thought that might be a problem, but my wife's had her Scoopy for 10 years and drove it every day, rode it every day. Doesn't anymore now that she's got the car. She's a car woman now. She don't mess around with scooters, which is fine. That's why we got it. Of course, I'll be taking it. So she always wants to. All I got to do to take it is say, "Yeah, I think I'll ride the Forza." Oh no, take the car. Okay, thank you, dear. Um, let's see. I still have 3 Harleys in Australia and the USA. Can't part. Yeah, I've got I gave it to my son. My '08 was the last one that I bought, brand new Dyna, the one with the single seat. I had lowering shocks put on it right off the showroom floor. Took it in the back, put the lowering shocks on it, and I drove it away. And it didn't touch it. Thing handles perfect. Why they had the thing jacked up, I'll never know. Great motorcycle. And it's been sitting there. I gave it to him before this one passed away over 4 years ago. And it's still sitting up there in the garage now that my nephew owns my house. And he hasn't went and got it yet. So it's going to need tires, and the gas tank's gone through, and the fuel system, and new rubber, new belt, everything. But it was a good bike. But I would here. I don't know, and maybe I will. I don't know, John. I'd love to. I mean, that was I had my Honda 350 when we were kids, 15 and a half. At 16, I got a Sportster with a big. Anyway, it was fun to ride the 1200, and then at 16 and a half, got the 62 Panhead chopper, rigid framed, red metal flaked. It was gorgeous bike, and had that, and then Harleys ever since. But I don't know. I'm old, man. It's so nice getting on there and just hitting that deal. And now I bought the little deal so I can set the throttle and just kick back and zoom. They ride nice. I can't really go over 45 minutes or an hour. I mean, I could if I wanted to push it, but I got to get off and have some fluids anyway. And I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. I mean, hell, I'm retired for Christ's sake, and I just want to relax. So it's a perfect. And for 172,000 baht, brand new, I can't see beating it. You can buy a used one. In fact, if I was to do it again, I'd buy a used one. I'd buy one that a Farang bought and thought he was going to ride it all over the place and put, 10 kilometers on it, and kept a cover on it and setting in there and had the maintenance, had everything done correctly. And that's how I bought my PCX. And the guy that I sold it to here is still driving it around. And I would do that because he could probably pick up one for 130, 135. So that's probably what I would do. But I know that that Maui just bought one and just picked it up like a week ago. Hey, Jam. Hey, Meow and Jim. How are you? Good morning, everyone. Getting ready to be on the road again. Where are you headed tomorrow? Give us a little bit of where you're going. I had an '07 Classic, different windshield, didn't change a thing. Yeah, just excellent bikes. I mean, yeah, knocking the. I mean, how can you knock Honda? I mean, I knocked Honda pretty much my whole life, but that was the bike I had, my first one, my 350 that we all ran around on. Our gang of 350 Hondas. There was four of us, five of us, and there were 69, 70, 71, 72 in that was those years. The bikes we were. This was the well, still the early '70s, '73, something like that. So I think mine was a '69 or '70. Can't remember. But anyway, now I mean, even like the Honda generators and stuff like that. I mean, you just can't kill them. The Honda, the Japanese stuff, they just make their quality control and stuff is just it's good. But Harley Davidson, the, the same thing. I've never had any of my bikes, even the old ones and stuff. I mean, they leaked oil, the panheads, the knuckleheads, the flatheads, and stuff. The newer stuff doesn't really, but that was the thing back when is if your bike's not leaking oil, how do you know if it's pumping it? You know, so a couple of drops of oil out of my panhead was perfectly fine with me. But I mean, the people behind me, they might not have liked it, but it wasn't that bad. But the Gold Wing's all right. I had one that I bought to flip, and I rode it. We had reverse and shit, and it was pretty freaking comfortable. And I bought it from I can't remember where, but it was like a 5-6 hour ride back to my house, and I liked it. It was all right. I didn't tell anybody I liked it, but I liked it. My wife bought it 125 and 96 and still going strong. Yeah, I had I don't know what year that I redid that, my wife's first bike, which was a 100S Wave, and had I did a little video on it. The brother is cousin in Ubon has a motorcycle shop. Sent it to him, all new plastics, everything. He did everything from the ground up, and it's still sitting over it. I've got to go over and get it because it's carbureted, so I know it's older. And I don't like leaving something sitting for too long if it's carbureted without running some fuel through it. Let's see. We are heading to Rayong and Jomtien with my sister and brother-in-law before house sitting in Bangkok. Ah, okay. I like that area over there, Rayong. Yeah, it's nice. You guys are going to end up coming back, and you've already got a place for a month or so in Jomtien. You have to refresh. I'm old, meow. Jim knows I'm old. He's just a little forgetful. Let's see. I don't know if I've seen you before. How you doing? Hello? Everybody. I guess people know each other. Cool. Glad you come in. But yeah, I don't know. You know, I got the Scoopy. In fact, I could get that. So all of them need the tag, so I got to take them in. The truck needs it. The Forza, my Scoopy, my wife's Scoopy, my father-in-law's bike that I gave him. I think it's a Suzuki, and the Wave. So 6 of them. So that's going to cost me, I don't know. The truck's 5,000 baht, but I think the vehicles are the scooters are only like a couple 300 baht or something. Anyway, I'll let you know when I get them. I got to get them all done. I didn't see Craig. There he is. Hey, how you feeling? You're going strong now. How much? I haven't seen any new videos out, so you're not. You must be taking it easy. That's amazing. Glad to see it, but that's amazing. Yeah, everybody saying hi. I'm sure you'll start ramping them up now if you're feeling better. And I got, like I said, I like to point because I'm not capable anymore of, even getting on my knees, forget it. Going up a ladder, forget it. Craig's still in shape, but it's just scary with some of the, the way that some of the stuff that they do, I wouldn't do. The stuff that he did, putting on ladder up against lights and hanging, so no. But he knows obviously his limitations. But no, I'll point and shoot. That's it. But I'm trying to think, would I enjoy it? Yeah, I think I probably would. I know you do, or that's the impression I get from watching your videos, that you enjoy doing that. That's why you do it. And like I said, the quality that I've seen of you laying the block, I don't know if you've ever done it before, but it's better than what these guys are doing and what I've seen in Thailand. And I know that you're kind of meticulous, like I said before, with with that level and stuff. And he asked me for batteries the other day, and I don't know, did you answer me? Is yours rechargeable batteries, or does it have rechargeable batteries in it, or do you have to replace it comes with the cable, but the batteries that came with it were just regular three AA, three AA batteries. Yeah, worked yesterday. Making him wearing knee braces now. Yeah, I don't know, even with knee braces, and I used to, towards the end of my engineering deal, when I was building engineer, I got those pads that go on your knees so you could actually get down, because mine are they're bone on bone. It's excruciating pain just walking around, let alone having to kneel on them. But yeah, I'm curious on that deal, and I'm going to give that. He doesn't know it yet, but he used it for everything. And when he was laying out the tile and stuff, he was in there shooting the line for the 2 4-inch, and he knows how to use it now. So all the string stuff is gone. There's little bobs and stuff. So yeah, big guy's back. Glad to see you're back. But I was just curious, because I think when I looked at him again and I scrolling through Lasada, I could have swore I saw some of them were USB and and this and that. So I'm imagining they have rechargeable batteries, and I'm imagining they could buy AA rechargeable batteries and put them in. I imagine it would charge them. I'm guessing. I don't know. I have to look at it. I didn't. I took it out of the box and handed it to him. So, and he didn't touch it for the first day or so. And boy, after that, 3 weeks ago or whatever it was, he's had it out every day. So he's obviously liking what it does. But they're out there laying tile. I'm probably only going to go an hour today. Maybe, I don't know, maybe longer. I'll put the link in case anybody wants to come on, and because I didn't send it to a bunch of people, but of course I have to see you if you're going to come in. You don't have to keep your camera on, but I have to at least see if you're going to come on, because I can't have some people on. You catch my drift. Not begging you, of course, but could you perhaps make me a moderator on this one? Yeah, you bet. I could do that. I could do that one day. Sure. Soon. Let's see. So, if anybody wants to come on, say hello. Maybe Craig, if you want to come on. I don't know what you're doing. You're probably working. And I haven't seen Brock much. He doesn't. I haven't talked to him or anything. Or Mitch, for a while anyway. I do see Brock like on Richard's show and stuff like that. Let's see. I keep hearing stuff here. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Did I make it crooked? Sort of. It's still crooked. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Glad you could make it. I'm getting bullied now. Catch you soon. Bullied? tried to subscribe to some of you folks. I couldn't find your channels. Who it is, put it up, and somebody will put it up. But I'll do that. I think here. Let's see what. You can use rechargeable batteries. If anything, I just use the one big rechargeable. Is it a rechargeable battery it came with? See, mine has. Obviously I got a different one. Mine has 3C batteries. Doesn't have a big rechargeable deal. It has the rechargeable, thing that plugs in to charge or to use it with, landline with a power cord. But I don't know. I probably bought the wrong one, but it was only, I don't know, 800 baht or something. I have to go back and look at, see what, see if they've got other ones in there. He knows how to use them. They're all the same. Maybe at the end of the thing, I'll buy him a new one and I'll keep this one for hanging pictures or something, and get him one that recharges. Thanks, big guy. Family function have exhausted us. I bet. Here has one. Yeah, Jake will put them up too, but I will do that for you. Yeah, he does. I like it too. That's pushing the outer limits for me. 11 o'clock, and I try to go to bed at like 8 o'clock and wake up at like 10:30, quarter to 11, and have a cup of coffee or something, and I still find myself kind of nodding out halfway through it. When you leaving for Rayong? Tim wants to know. Jam. Maybe do Sizzler. That's what I almost did when I was in Bangkok. My wife wanted to go to that. My unit has a single battery. It charges when it's plugged in. Yeah, I think I obviously bought the wrong one. Damn it. I'll go back and get another one that charges because he uses the crap out of it. In fact, maybe I'll look after I get on here. And there was the same price, right? Right around 1,000 baht, 900 baht or something. I think that's what I paid for mine. Eight or 900. Tomorrow early. All right, it's time for Linkorama. Jake will put up some links. Should have the people in my chat are moderators anyway, aren't they? Yeah. There you go, big guy. Put something in the chat. Let's see. It's been an hour. Are you still here, or did you go somewhere, big guy? I'm going to check on that after this too, Craig, because I some things I don't look at, and I should look at closer when I order stuff from Lazada. I pull the trigger too quick, But because he does it. I'm guessing that it would probably charge them if they were rechargeable batteries, but I think it's there for if you just want to plug it in and use it, without batteries or whatever. So, yeah, bummer. Hey, Expat Paul, how you doing? Good morning to you. Let's see. Big guy, are you still here, or did you leave? Dave. How was it? It was okay. It was long, but it was a lot. How long does it take you guys to get from Udon, or maybe Tim knows too, to Bangkok? We made it in 6 hours. I was really surprised. Really surprised. Hey, Fa, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Appreciate it coming by. If you guys aren't, of course, please subscribe. James, are you lurking before I go off? I'm just curious if you heard anything about the ganja. I know that they were tossing it around again yesterday, but I don't think they came up with anything. If I think, wow, 8 to 9, yeah, yeah. I was really surprised the crap out of me, and 6.5 to get home, and I think we just took a couple extra breaks because we left a little bit later than I'd wanted to, but we didn't hit any traffic leaving Bangkok. It was actually pretty cool. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. I'm still looking forward. Do we still know? Do you have uh, a time or anything close to? Is it going to be this year? You're going to be here into Thailand? Just curious. You don't have to answer, of course. Um, Yours actually was 1,400 with accessories. Yeah, this one came with the tripod deal and that, but I should have spent the extra 400. The poor guy, he's dragging around this little cord and stuff with it. It would have been so much nicer to. Thanks again, Chris. To have a rechargeable, and I imagine it would last all day, right? I'm just guessing, but just starting her day working, and just so everybody knows, every time that I go to Pattaya, Fa with her own money buys me food. So I'm just letting everybody know. I watched her last video. I don't know if I commented on it. Don't take what morons say to heart. You do what's in your heart and have a good time. And I can tell that you do, and I can tell that you're enjoying life, and that's the way it should be. So don't let the morons get to you. Like you said, that's what that block, and I could tell you were using James's word because that's what James explained it to me. Just block them, David, and he's right too. And that's what I do now. I care less about them. Don't care, but yeah, stay strong, and you're a strong woman. I didn't get really a chance to really talk that much to you at the when we did the meetup. Maybe next time when I come, I'll figure an extra day and actually go out to lunch with you and James or something, and actually get to watch you eat face to face. It'll be good to see somebody at the table that eats more than I do. Yeah, so I guess James isn't lurking, but yeah, and like when we started the show out, I really don't know. If I had to guess, they're not going to they're going to keep Bud on their narcotics list. So that pretty much takes out anything that I would do with the family. But there's ways to do it. I just don't want to be, if it's not completely legal, I don't want to be bothered to have to get this or that. And are you working? Or are you doing, I'm just trying to let my family here, make $1. But they don't like that either. Yeah, definitely. Well, that's fun. I'm going to come back. hoping, I'm hoping in a couple of weeks, just for a couple of days again, but just to come and play around. I still haven't went to a bar yet there, so James has tried to get me to go one time, and Daz another time, and both times I didn't pull through. You know what it is, man. It's just 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, man. I'm done. And bing, my eyes open up no matter what time I go to bed at, 5:30 in the morning. I'm up. So maybe I'll just have to force myself. Like around. You got everybody, Jake? I think you did. Mine lasts for a few days' work. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check into it. Maybe I'll get the link from you one day or something. Or I mean, I'm sure that I can just read them now, and if it's got a rechargeable battery, that's probably going to be the one I want. I did buy some other stuff. I haven't told my wife yet. I better not say anything. I won't say anything yet in case she watches it. Yeah, I didn't see that, but my wife last night said that we were talking about the kids. I said, "Have you talked to the kids?" And she said, "Sim came home. They're in Bangkok, and I don't know what that was." And I'm imagining Fa did a video on a 28 baht movie. She said that Sim had come home and grabbed her younger sister and two or three of her friends, and they went over to watch that Black Panther, whatever the that latest one, that movie that's out. They went to watch that for 28 baht. That is cool. I didn't I didn't know. Obviously, it was in Pattaya too. I'm gathering. That is amazing. Have you guys run low? Thanks for the support. All right, take it easy. I'm going to end this here pretty soon anyway. Uh, let's see. Randy, I think I'm caught up. I think I caught up on everything. All right, everybody. Hopefully, I'm going to get. We got 28 people here. That's most that I have. I kind of feel bad. Maybe I'll hang for a little while. Let's see. Hey, Peter, how you doing? But it's just it's them going on back there. I don't like to leave them alone too long, but it it's coming along. The backyard looks awesome. I'll do a video on that and put that out maybe today or tomorrow, so you can see basically where they're at. And I think that's going to be like day 38, 39, and maybe this is day 40. I'm going to get away from the days because I keep on forgetting. Plus, I have to break them up because people are going to go, God, it took you 2 months to do one. No, because it's going to take maybe a month and a half to do them both. So I have to redo the breakdowns. I'm gonna do the breakdown on the cost of of both the pool and the pond, and I got to kind of separate some of the stuff because I still have block out there, and he's had enough block to do both of them. And I thought I was gonna have to buy. That was 22,000 baht the first that I bought, all the block and the first load of sand and rock and concrete, and thought I was going to have to buy that again, and I didn't. So it actually brought it down lower than what I'm going to think. But I'm still thinking under 200 for both of them. But like I said, I'll let everybody know what what the actual deal was. But anyway, I'm going to go out, see what they're doing. I got a couple of things I'm going to do on the pond. I've got to go over and get them some more of the glue for the tile. But I appreciate it, everybody, all the subscribers, the new subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please do. And I enjoyed talking to you, meeting, whatever. We're going to have some meetups here. I think maybe after the first of the year. They do have them pretty much the first Saturday, I think. First Saturday every month at the Wombat in John Tiem or Pattaya. I don't know if it's one of those. I think it's John Tiem. Anyway, good night from Pennsylvania. Glad that you could make it. I appreciate it. Hey, Mark made it in at the end. But we have fun here, try to keep it lighthearted, try to keep, things fun. And when it stops being fun, I won't do it anymore. But until then, I'll go over and I got to give Richard his ups for doing both my intro and my outro on my live stream. Sorry, I'm trying to find the outro, but Richard did them for me, which all this stuff takes work. A lot of people don't really think about it, but I know the stuff it does that I have to go through just to get ready to do nothing. I don't prepare anything or have different backgrounds and intros and all that kind of stuff. Richards are just top notch, and the man pours his heart into those shows, and it shows to be. I know he is kind of hard on himself, but it's top notch. So if you guys haven't watched it, please watch it. And with that, I will say, where's my outro? We'll catch you on the next one.